My husband brings other women home every day. All I can do is watch. I'm trapped behind the mirror. When I'm thirsty, I drink the dirty water running through the pipes. When I'm starving, I force myself to swallow expired canned food. Every time they're in bed together, I scream in the dark like I'm losing my mind. My name is Byrne. This is all my fault. I used to think my marriage was happy, but I couldn't stop questioning my husband's loyalty. The doubt kept eating at me, so I decided to test him. I recorded a breakup video and left my phone on the table. Then I hid in the secret room behind the mirror. I wanted to see how he would react. He watched the video and dropped the phone. He could barely breathe. His hands wouldn't stop shaking. He called me again and again, but my phone was already turned off. From the darkness, I watched him collapse beside the bed. For a moment, I felt satisfied. I thought it meant he couldn't live without me. A few seconds later, his eyes turned cold. The sadness disappeared. All I saw was anger. He grabbed a vase and threw it at the mirror. The impact echoed through the basement. That's when I knew I had messed up. I ran to the door to grab the key. I needed to get out and explain everything. But the key wasn't in my pocket. Then it hit me. I had left it on the table outside. On the other side of the mirror, I screamed his name at the glass. But no matter how loud I shouted, he couldn't hear me. The basement was sealed with thick steel walls, completely soundproof, and I was the only one who knew it existed. I tried calling for help, but there was no signal down there. I grabbed a chair and slammed it against the metal door. It didn't even budge. The echo just bounced back at me. I looked at him sitting on the other side of the mirror. My tiny sense of victory was gone. All I felt was fear. I still hoped he would look for me. I completely lost control. A few minutes later, he left the room, leaving me alone in the dark. I refused to sit there and wait to die. I grabbed a metal nail and began digging at the wall. Sparks flew. The screeching sound was almost unbearable. Just as I used up the last of my strength, the basement light suddenly exploded. Everything went completely dark. Fear made it hard to breathe. I finally broke down, curling up on the floor and crying. The next day, I saw something even worse. He brought a blonde woman home. They stood in front of the mirror, as if the house no longer belonged to me. Soon they were in bed. Their laughter and moans came through the speakers, down into the basement. I covered my ears and cried, but I couldn't escape the noise. The next morning, she walked to the sink. She picked up my toothbrush and started using it. Overnight, it felt like she had replaced me, like she belonged there. Rage rushed through me. I started screaming at her through the sink, from the basement below. Then suddenly she stopped. She leaned against the sink and listened. For a moment, I thought she could hear me. So I screamed into the drain for help, but when I ran back to the mirror, she was standing there, as if nothing had happened.